Strachan with the Pool, Spa, Patio, and Deck Expo shows. And we're here today talking with Vince Caruba with Nadra. Vince, good to be here with you.
Hey, thank you for this opportunity to talk to the members and the folks.
Well, we're really interested to understand, what are you hearing from your members right now? I mean, how is their business holding up, with the current economy and everything?
I'll tell you, first off, the show has been a fantastic success. Putting our two industries together has been wonderful, and the organization of the show has been phenomenal. The outlook for the industry is extremely positive. Now, we're coming off of COVID, a national pandemic, and there were all kinds of challenges that occurred, and the industry faced them head on and tackled them, and we're emerging stronger than ever, even in spite of some interest rate issues and inflationary pressures, and there are issues that you would think would cause a constriction in the consumer demand for spending money on outdoor lifestyle projects. But we're seeing not only is this consumer demand remaining strong, but the demand for higher end programs. I mean, at our Deck Awards show that we have in March, we had categories that are based on project value, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000. This past March, we had to add a $250,000 backyard deck as a category because there's that many people building $250,000 projects. We're considering adding it a $500,000 deck project. So the upscale projects that include kitchens, televisions, firewalls, fire pits, waterfalls, all kinds of stuff is going on in these backyard projects. They're being upscale, and to think that in an economy that looks like it has challenges, that in spite of that, this industry is still soaring, it's an awesome thing to be a part of.
Do you think some of that was caused because of COVID and people wanting to have more of that backyard oasis that they can enjoy?
Well, I tell you, I own two manufacturing businesses, one in railing and one in decking. And we found that during COVID, when so many people were working from home and they'd be in their kitchen on their laptop, and then they'd look out their sliding glass door at this old deck, and they're like, we're not going to Disney. We're not going to spend money on traveling. Let me fix that deck and the railing and stuff. So next thing you know, they are. Both businesses grew substantially through this time because of this phenomenon.
But I think also probably some of the things that have helped are the fact that home equity is at an all-time high. I mean, it has gone up to $30 trillion, and even though people are not generally tapping into that equity to do projects, just knowing that they have that value in their home, I think makes them feel more comfortable.
Yeah, it is true. The ability to spend cash, the ability to tap into the home's equity is all important, and just the desire to spend more time home. I mean, there's a lot of awareness of the kids today being on their phones like this, and a lot of desire to provide an alternative to that in your home. And so creating this outdoor lifestyle project, this vision that families are having for their home is an important phenomenon. And these two industries, again, at this show, these are natural. These industries go together like cookies and milk, like peanut butter and jelly. They just belong together because the same customer that wants to put some kind of awesome project in their backyard for their family to enjoy, a project's likely going to involve a pool, maybe a hot tub, probably a deck, some hardscape, some railing. These industries belong together, and it's wonderful to see the interaction, the collaboration that's happening because of their co-locating at this awesome venue.
Do you see any challenges on the horizon for your membership? Are there any things that you're hearing that they're concerned about?
The backlog of you want a new project, you might have to wait months or a year to get your favorite guy. Why? Skilled labor is one issue. Nadra's doing some things about that. Another issue that's a challenge that we're addressing is that there are 50 million decks in the United States right now. And of those decks, about half are beyond their useful life. So, I mean, people might go out on their own deck and notice it's a little spongy, like a bit of a trampoline. Well, trampoline decks are not a thing. That's a problem. they need to have inspectors. Now, the nation has organizations that have for home inspectors, and they inspect 7 or 8 million decks a year. And we've engaged with those home inspector agencies, and we have them, we're engaged with training, educating their inspectors to become proficient and extremely competent at analyzing and inspecting decks. And we're looking to find all of those decks that are problematic, get them repaired or replaced. And so the challenge that is important to note there is that there are these decks that need to be identified. Homeowners do have risk that they need to be aware of and that they should do something about. And between the 2 million decks that are happening a year all by themselves with either new construction or remodeling that we were talking about before, between those and all of those decks that are that need to be fixed, that are in the nation's inventory of decks, there's an enormous opportunity. So we're really encouraging folks to join the skilled trade area and realize that there's a lifetime of work, of profitable, very successful business to do.
Well, we're really appreciative of everything the North American Deck and Railing Association has done for the industry. I think in the past decade or so, the professionalism in the industry with deck builders and so forth is a large part of the credit to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for this time, this opportunity, and for arranging this show. Great thing you did.
Hi, I'm Rick Strachan with the Pool Spa Patio and Deck Expo show. I'm here with Sabina from the Pool and Hot Tub Alliance.
Hey, Rick.
Thank you for being with us today.
Oh my God, we love it.
So, how's the show going so far?
Oh my gosh, great energy. You can feel the energy.
Yeah.
They said that we're up 30%, but we've had tremendous traffic and interest. The keynote was a slam dunk.
It was excellent this morning.
my
I loved it.
God.
It was fantastic.
I mean, it's hard to get up that early in Vegas, but those gentlemen entertained the crowd and gave phenomenal perspective on the industry.
And it was all parts of the industry too, so it was really great hearing it from different perspectives.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are some of the things that the Alliance is doing that you guys are excited about?
Oh my gosh, where do I start? We often survey our members, and as you know, we have a really dedicated team on the board of directors. Workforce is a huge issue, not only in our industry, Rick, but in all industries. So we are launching the Pool Professionals Pipeline, which is a workforce initiative to promote careers in the industry. You know better than anyone, this is the greatest industry to work in, and we want to attract veterans, second careers, females, people who want to trade and they don't want to take on the debt of college into this great industry.
Is this launching imminently? When is this launch?
So soft launch, we're introducing it at this show,
Okay.
and then in first quarter of 2023, we'll have a job board and a website up, and then we'll take it out to the industry to get engaged.
Oh, that's exciting. What else are you guys involved with right now? What else are you doing that you're excited
Well,
about?
our education has been tremendous. We've put close to 1,000 people through our Genesis curriculum, getting certified as builder professionals. And we are also, to tie into workforce, launching a builder's apprenticeship program that's going to be backed by the United States Department of Labor, which is a rigorous process to get accepted. So that also will launch in 2023. We're partnering with Cornell University to do an executive and emerging leadership track. Members only. We have seats limited to 25. But our members, the industry wants education, and so we're going to provide it for them.
Sounds like you have a lot going on.
Yeah,
a lot
it's
going on.
a lot of
Let
fun
me
stuff.
ask you right now, with the economy right now and interest rates, are there any challenges that your membership is starting to see? Are they still busy as ever? Are they starting to see any kind of slowdown?
Yeah, the contractors do say, they still have a lot in the pipeline. The phones might not be ringing as, vigorously as it was before, but they're contracted out for months. We're hoping that the interest rates come down. We're hearing a lot of them are looking to offering financing as an option for consumers. But when we track some studies, the top outdoor trends are still backyard pools. They're in the top 5 and some Bob Vila just did a study. It was #1. So demand's going to be there, and I felt good after the keynote. There was a lot of optimism about 2023.
I think in part, one of the things that the pandemic maybe caused was people to start to want to do more in their backyard, and they want, and they're not stopping.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
a trend
you're
shift.
enjoying your backyard,
We
right?
love it. We
Yeah.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate everything that the Alliance does for the industry, all that you have on the horizon that you're coming up with and going to be starting, especially the workforce initiative. But thank you very much and for spending a couple of minutes with us today.
Well, thank you. And thanks to creating this amazing event
Yes.
where the industry can come together. It's going to be a great week.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Rick Strachan with the Pool Spa Patio Expo, and I'm here with Skip Phillips from Genesis. Skip, how are you doing today?
Doing great, thank you. It's good to see you
Good
again.
to see you. Yeah, the show seems super so far. You guys
Super.
happy?
We're thrilled to be here.
Yeah. So tell us, obviously your focus has always been education. What are you doing right now? What are you excited about right now? What are you hearing from the industry as far as the need for education?
Well, we started Genesis 23 years ago, and to be able to see the kind of momentum that's been created, where it's completely revolutionizing an industry. Here at your show, we had 90 people in a construction school. That's the biggest numbers we've ever had in a school, and I think that's because of the location, being able to partner with you folks. But it's also the trend that we're seeing in the industry, where people want to be better. They want to get better at what they do, and we're that needed.
Yeah, I mean, the industry has been so, going at 150 miles per hour the last couple of years. Business has been great for everybody, but it's also encouraging that people are actually taking that time and having a desire for education. I mean, I think it'll be more professionalism in the industry all overall. So.
Yeah, totally agree. We have a very strong design side program too, so it's not just about the how, it's about why you do it. And we've now carried that over into the fiberglass and vinyl side. So, and that's doing very well. So we actually have a certification for a portion of this industry that's been completely omitted in educational programs, and that's doing very well.
So anything else that you're excited about? I mean, are there challenges the industry is facing right now? I mean, are you hearing anything from your members that are challenges they're having, or is it things just so busy that they're...
I hate to be a pessimist, but I think that some of that there's going to be a downturn. But there's always going to be people that want the best. So the people in this industry that make that decision, that they're going to be the best, there will always be room for the best.
There'll always be a demand for that.
Always be
I
room for
agree.
that.
I agree. I think that you look at, we're hearing in all the different construction segments we serve, there's a little bit of a slowdown. I mean, people are still busy. They're still booked out into next year.
True.
But maybe leads to slow down a little bit for new projects. But I think you're right. There's always going to be that need for people that are, want the best.
And it's time, in those down times, it's time to refine what you do and get better at what you do.
Well, that's great. Skip, always great talking with you.
It's a pleasure.
I'm glad you're here at the show. I think it's going to be a fantastic few days.
You always have that great smile. You
Well,
are for TV.